Welcome to this episode of the Metrum Service and Maintenance Clinic. With me today, live from India, is Ketan. He has more than 15 years of experience as a service engineer with Metrum. Welcome, Ketan.
Thank you for having me.
Ketan, the viewer and I, we know that the electrode is essential for the titration. But why is this the case?
The electrode is in direct contact with the sample, and during the titration, it detects the smallest changes in the reaction between analyte and titrant. These are then converted into the electric signals. The electrode is the heart of the titration system, and therefore, special care should be taken. Improper handling or poor maintenance will affect the quality of your results.
What kind of mistakes have you seen when handling electrodes?
The most common issue is related to the improper storage of the electrode. An electrode is filled with the electrolyte, and so when not in use, electrode should be stored in the specified storage solution. Unfortunately, it happens very often that the electrodes are stored in a wrong storage solution or even kept dry. Here is an example. In this case, the electrode refill opening was not closed properly and the electrolyte crystallized inside the electrode.
And did this affect the result?
Yes, these electrodes don't function correctly anymore and the result quality is very poor. You'll see bad repeatability and slow response from the electrode.
I see. And do you have any recommendations for our viewers on how they can avoid such handling issues?
Yes, of course. First of all, you should follow all maintenance steps in the electrode manual. Refill the electrolyte frequently, and most importantly, store the electrodes in a proper way. Before use, you should always inspect the electrode for scratches or any other damages.
Is there anything else?
As a part of a service visit, we can offer you to test the electrodes and give you an assessment whether the electrode performance is good, usable, or poor with the proper documentation, of course. We then can give you the recommendation on how to improve the performance or recommend a replacement.
Do you have any last tips for our viewers?
Yes, of course. Sometimes the electrode is perfectly okay, but the titration result still does not look good. When I visited this one customer, I could spot that the electrode was positioned wrong in the titration cell, which resulted in very noisy titration curve. Actually, the electrode needs to be positioned downstream of the burette tip with regards to the steering direction. After a quick check and the correction of the setup, the curve was looking much better. Therefore, always remember to check your titration cell setup.
Thank you, Ketan, for all the tips on how to handle the electrode.
Thank you.
Now you know why proper care of your electrode is important. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.